Good morning, everyone. I'm doing a really quick check-in this morning. I just wanted to, well, I wish I could see your faces this morning, but I wanted to share just a couple things. So game plan for today is pretty simple. You're gonna log into iReady. One thing I noticed as I've gone through those is I had several people log in and technically I think they finished a lesson, but it's like they had already started it and almost finished, so they spent about 2 or 3 minutes on it. So today, make sure you're doing a full lesson or about 20 minutes of iReady, whichever one comes first, okay? And let's see, the assignment I had the least of these turned in was your reading log. I know that you're not going to have a completed page yet. You're just going to have that one little tiny section filled out, and that's okay. I still just want to be able to record and say that you've done your reading for the day. Make sure when you do read that it's at least 20 minutes. And then a note on journals. I have had them turned in lots of different ways, and I told you I'm really going to be flexible and okay with that. I've had on paper and I've had them in a Word document and then sent over to me. One of the easiest that I have had, kind of my personal preference at this point, is when kids open up an email and address it to me and then type their journal straight into that. That's been really, it's just really easy and convenient for me to see it that way. And then the last assignment for today would be completing your reading comprehension page. So we have 4 of those in our packet, and you'll do the first comprehension page. And just like we do in class, you guys make sure you're working carefully. Read it 2 or 3 times, oh my goodness, and make sure you're getting those answers correct. And then game plan is later in the day I'm going to post a video, again hopefully very brief, going over some corrections at this point. So I'm going to correct our first grammar page so that you guys can follow along and make sure that you did it right, and then I'm going to correct those 3 math pages that you did yesterday. I'm not going to go into huge detail because that would make a really long video, but I'll go through it really fast. So when you finish work, hold on to it, at least for a few days, so that if I post a correction, you have a chance to look at that. And lastly, as promised, here is one interesting thing from my house. I'm going to introduce you guys to our new pet, which is Ruby. She's a yellow lab, and her mom, we've owned her mom for almost 9 years. Her mom's almost as old as James. And this is Ruby, our next baby girl along the line. So we are loving that. All right, and then before I go, I'll give you guys an update on what I'm seeing on my end. Yesterday, I had 41 parents or students respond to me. And again, that could have been in any way. It could have been a question. It could have been we just picked up our packet. We're still working on things. It's a response, just so I know that you're out there. And then as far as assignments, I had 70 assignments from yesterday turned in, and lots of people who kind of backtracked and worked on some things from Monday. And so Monday's assignments are up to 61. So